Shalom, shalom, shalom. All honor, praise, and glory be to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Wahakadash Wakah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone who rule well of Yasha Allah. Peace and blessings to the brothers teaching this truth across the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered to due to the breaching of the covenant, aka the contract made with the Most High by our forefathers, right? Made by our forefathers with the Most High, who people call God, Yahweh, and to the rest of you believers of the Israelite nation, which consists of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you blacks, aka Negroes, to you I say peace and blessings as well, you women and children out there who believe and prove that faith by your works, all right? And to any new listeners, we do proclaim ourselves to be the biblical Israelites. So this is some quick words on the Breonna Taylor killing, Salakia. So as you can see, for those who haven't heard, don't know, there's something that been happened, but I guess the pretty much what this decision was going to be on the situation that has been brought forth. People not liking it, so this is what is going on now. Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old emergency room technician, was killed by Kentucky police on March 13th. They say Breonna Taylor killing, Kentucky grand jury indicts one officer on criminal charges. They say Brett Hankerson indicted on charges of wanton endangerment. Taylor shot dead in March by police serving no knock warrant. So it says she was shot in her home. It says crowds in Louisville reacted angrily to the announcement by a judge that a grand jury had decided to indict one of the police officers involved, Brett Hankerson, on 3 charges of wanton endangerment, which is crazy. They say those are regarded as relative lowly charges. And civil rights leader Al Sharpton, which this guy, he's not a leader, man. That guy was set up, you know. Uh, he's pretty much a charlatan. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and go straight into it. It ain't too much to say on this because we already know, what's what with it, man. What this is about. So as I said, these gonna be some quick words. I'm trying to get that to come down, but it's all good, because here she is, thinking she could believe in America in this picture. She holding her certificate, only to come to find out she's back in the spirit world. She's an Israelite, and this place is wicked, and now she's waiting for the judgment to come down on this place, man. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get some real quick. This is Isaiah 51, and you know what? Let me start with Micah 4 and 5, 4 and 11. It says, "Now also, you know what? I'm gonna start at 10. It say, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail, for now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go down even to Babylon, and there shalt thou be delivered." You see? Because this is the daughter of Babylon. So it all happened. We're gonna be delivered from this place though, ultimately. But it's gonna be the elect, those that come back to the Father of the so-called you so-called blacks, aka Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, because you're the Israelites. Salvation is only for you, right? It say, there shalt thou be delivered. So Babylon is America, man. It says, there the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies, because that's what salvation is. Now also, many nations are gathered against thee that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion. Because these people hate you. That's one of the curses that was put upon our forefathers and was passed down to us due to them being the only people who knew God. You know, we got the promise, and all these celebrities been coming out trying to tell people. But Jake's got to die in order to learn the truth because you loafed the law. This is Deuteronomy 28, and I'm gonna get started at 1. I'm gonna start with Deuteronomy 1 and 1. You know, Deuteronomy 1 and 1. It says, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel." So everything in this book of Deuteronomy are words Moses spake unto all Israel, basically to relate a message from the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth, to the Israelite nation, which today is known as so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Why? Because they broke God's deal with them, and they went on and received every curse that he promised that was going to happen to them. And we're going to prove that that went on to happen. Let's get this. This is Daniel, before I even get that. This is Daniel 9 and 11. Daniel 9 and 11. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law. You know what? I'm going to start at verse 9. To the Lord our God, our power, belong mercies and forgivenesses, though we have rebelled against him. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our power, of the Lord Yahweh our power, right? To walk in his laws and his laws, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets. You see? And it's the same thing all over again. You see? So we didn't listen in. People didn't listen in to the men he had set up then to relay the message, because the Lord is a boss. He doesn't come down the throne for anybody, come down off the throne for anybody. He doesn't have to. He created everything, right? You work for a grocery store. Do you ever see the owner? No. You see the manager, those put in charge. You see those that run the district. You don't see the actual owner. Anyway, it say, so how much more, the Father? It say, neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord, Yahweh, our God, power, to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, that disclaimer, that contract, that covenant, right? That blood in, blood out, man, but you can't get out of it, because he chose us forever. And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have transgressed against him. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem. And that's what's befalling you, so-called Latinos, aka so-called blacks, aka Negroes, and so-called Native American Indians. These curses, let's get them. So Deuteronomy, these be the words 1 and 1 that Moses spake unto all Israel, right? So they didn't go on to obey. So one of the things he told them was, well, if you don't obey, because he said if you do, you're gonna be above all nations. And Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the first verse, right? Obviously, they didn't go on to obey, so they got this part. Verse 15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So we're going to jump to my point, because somebody ran in her house, right? Well, that's one of the curses. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Because why? She was taken. You see? She was killed in it. She had a home, can't even enjoy it no more, because she got sent back to the spirit world due to so-called white man who was the devil. And the Lord did that to you because he used men as his hands. They tell you that in Psalms, the 17th chapter, man. 13 verse on down, right? The wicked is his sword and men are his hands. So this is how he got it done. This is how he paid you back for not living up to our part of the agreement. Because if we did, he said this was going to be the case. Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy God power to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. Remember, this is Moses talking to all the Israelites only. That the Lord Yahweh thy God power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy God. See? So that part didn't happen because we just read Daniel 9. So you went on and got cursed. So you're gonna build a house and not dwell therein. You see? How is that in many ways? You probably get purchase a house, somebody, sell you a bogus house with a lien on it, Now you can't dwell in, and then can't get your money back. You build a house, the area gets bought up. Now you can't, you can't move in. You pay your mortgage off, and here's the so-called white man kicking down your door with no warrant and shooting you in your own home. See that? Thou shalt be tried for wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. You see? Thou shalt plant a vineyard and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. So that's that, man. It was another one I wanted to get to. Let me get verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee, the Lord Yahweh shall send upon thee vexation and rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. You on the earth representing me, and you acting a fool. These my kids. So the Lord is not playing, man. So that's that. So you rebuke whatever you try to do, you can't win, man. The Lord is not and we seen that because it went on to happen, and it's continuously happening. Micah 4:11, it says, now also many nations are gathered against thee that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion. See? And you see it now. She was probably resisting arrest or something. I'm sure it's comments or crap, on different articles on certain medias. I'm sure it is. Because that's pretty much all I got on the matter. But let me go ahead and get this. This is Isaiah 51 and 19. It says, these two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Everybody hates you. It say desolation and destruction and famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? You see, the sword is that gun. People don't walk around with swords no more. It just represents a killing instrument. You see, thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net, They are full of the fury of the Lord Yahweh, the rebuke of thy God. See? So that's what's going on, man. But the Lord, at the end of this, he's going to save us out of this, man. And you people that's doing this to the Lord's children, well, the Lord, he got something for you. Let me get some on that real quick. Because he do what he want to do. That's why. I can hear people now. This is Joel 3 and 1. Behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Aren't we in the land of where we were made slaves at? We're still slaves. They just took the shackles off and changed the form of them, man. He said, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of Yehoshaphat. It say, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So the Lord is about to assemble, this verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahweh. It say, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So we couldn't get we can't get a fair shake because you're looking for a fair shake in all the wrong places. But when we hit the court, we hit the judge. The judge is strong in front of the judge, the jury. Our cases. You want to know why? This is last scripture. This is Isaiah 45 and 25. But you people gonna pay for that, man. Lord's you're going in slavery. Major death is coming to these nations, man. Kwam Yasha Allah. You know what? Let me Salaki, I'm in the wrong one. It's 25 and 45. Salaki. Isaiah 25 and 45. And it reads, no, it is 45. So Salaki, give me 1 second. I'm in the wrong part. Yep. And the Lord, Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified. See, and the Lord Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified. Be justified and shall glory. You're looking for justice in the wrong places, man. You're not going to get it from these crackers, man. These damn devils, And this is Isaiah 46 and 13. I'll close out with this. It say, I'm going to start at 12. It says, I'm going to start at 11. It say, calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country. Yeah, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have proposed it or purposed it. I will also do it. Hearken unto me, ye stout-hearted, that are far from righteousness. So this is it. This is your shot, man. You realize what's going on? You see this video. I bring near my righteousness. It shall not be far off. And my salvation shall not tarry. And I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory. But you got to turn back to the Lord. You're going to see the desires on your enemies, man. So all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, Hakodash Rakah, Shalom.